Hey everyone, my name is Scott Stachue.
And I'm Maria Pappas.
From Roundtable Learning. And welcome back to our video series, The Reality of Learning.
This is the second installment of our video series discussing all things immersive reality, e-learning, and more.
In the last video, we discussed the different components of immersive reality, VR and AR, and how those technologies are being used for learning and development. Well, in this video, we're going to dive a bit deeper. We're going to look into how companies can incorporate VR into their soft skills training.
Research done by the Stanford Research Institute International and Carnegie Mellon Foundation found that 75% of long-term job success depends upon employees mastering soft skills. Additional research points to the effectiveness of using virtual reality to place employees, managers, and leaders in a risk-free, interactive, and measurable environment to practice the soft skills that matter the most.
So how can organizations start using immersive technology to teach soft skills without completely overhauling their existing curriculum and strategy? Well, let's start with a look at soft skills. What exactly are soft skills, Maria?
So soft skills are essentially the intangible elements or personal attributes that allow us to harmoniously interact with other people.
And soft skills, they stem from our emotional intelligence. So things like creativity, persuasion, adaptability, and time management skills, they all fall into this category.
These are all things that we need to both get and keep our jobs. 4 of 5 CEOs surveyed for PwC's 22nd annual Global CEO Survey stated that employees' lack of skills is one of the top threats of growth to their companies.
And since soft skills are, well, skills, the good news is that they can be trained and sharpened. So how do we train emotional intelligence? What are we looking for from other people? And what do we have to know about ourselves to train for soft skills? And how on earth can VR help with this?
Well, so much of soft skills training depends on the empathy or the ability to place yourself in someone else's shoes to best understand how your interactions affect other people. Training needs to reflect that. Soft skills training has to provide the learners the chance to navigate through true-to-job scenarios, face the consequences, and then reflect on the experiences.
And typically, soft skills training has been deployed through instructor-led training. And this is because it allows for human elements and interactions.
And this could look like role-playing or working out different workplace scenarios through discussion and collaboration.
Okay, but if soft skills training needs those human elements, I mean, how on the earth do we include that into virtual reality, right? Why even make the jump to VR?
Well, we're going to make the case that VR can take traditional soft skills training to the next level.
Let's take a look at role-playing again. Think about some of the difficult parts of role-playing. Maybe hesitancy from participants, or nerves, or maybe not getting into playing a role correctly.
Well, virtual reality training combines e-learning with the experience of human-to-human training. VR can give the learner the freedom to experiment and test their skills in a stress-free environment.
For example, maybe an employee is having a difficult time getting involved with role-playing. Maybe they're nervous to say the wrong thing to a coworker during the exercise. VR can eliminate the anxiety of the scenario and allow that employee to interact with an actor or avatar. And this actor or avatar will play out the same scenario that the role-play calls for, but the employee no longer has to fear rejection or embarrassment. They're able to freely practice their skills and communication. So thinking back to some of the things that we have created for our clients, what are some of your favorite examples of utilizing virtual reality for soft skills?
I think probably my favorite is our social styles course. It gives you the opportunity to kind of sit in on a meeting, watch how people are interacting, pay attention to their body language, their cues, and even how they're talking to each other, and it allows you to quickly find those pieces that you might be able to identify in real life to identify people's social style and then better interact with them. How about you, Scott?
No, definitely one of my favorites. I also really like our coaching programs that we put together where you have this one-on-one interaction with one of your employees and you get this full emotion from that employee. Whether you make the right decision or wrong decision, you do face those consequences, and it's consistent, right? We get the same results and the same emotional feel from that experience every single time we take it because we're not relying on people in the room to role play those positions. So it's very cool.
It's very cool. I mean, you put those goggles on and you're moved.
Yeah.
To wherever it is what's going on, whether it's an office, a jungle, wherever it might be, you're going there. Yeah. It's pretty amazing.
So we've covered soft skills in VR and VR for soft skills. In all, incorporating VR into your team's existing soft skills training can level up your training, create a stress-free, successful environment for employees, and allow employees to organically build their own soft skills without pressure or influence.
Thank you so much for joining us on this installment of Reality of Learning. Subscribe to our channel for quick access to the next video in the series, and visit our website, link in the bio, for more information on VR for soft skills.